Hello everyone, and welcome to South Coast Focus. Coming all the way from Saddleback College, I'm your host, Jack Brubaker. In this episode of South Coast Focus, we'll be touching on two stories. One about the power of improv, and another about Saddleback College's own soccer team. Both stories show people's dedication to their cause and show strong character and especially teamwork. In between these segments, we've got a musical performance that we believe will lift your spirits up in these trying times and are sure to enjoy. First off, let me introduce you to a place where I myself spend a fair bit of free time each and every week, Improv City. Here, you can get a fresh, new experience every single time you come in. Improv is a form of live theater entertainment in which every line spoken is made up on the spot with nothing scripted ahead of time. In an environment like this, you can really seize the day and say whatever comes to mind. Improv is full of opportunities for both the audience and actors. The next time you want to add a little spice into your night on the town, ditch the movie and give improv a go.
At Tustin's Improv City, people are walking through the front doors for the entertainment and staying for the community inside.
Every cast member, every student, every person, every time someone new comes in, creates a new dynamic.
Improv has a knack for creating trust in people. One of the core principles of the craft is to always make sure your scene partner is the most important person on stage. In order to do that effectively, you have to learn to trust your scene partner very quickly.
Truly though, I think the greatest thing for me with improv is just the friendships that you build over the years. Because like I say, when you do improv, you have to have the complete trust of the person who's next to you. Even if you never perform with them ever in your life, it's just you and them against the world. And it just builds fantastic relationships, and the people I've got to meet over the years through doing improv, it's undeniably incredible.
Improv is very much a community in that way. Even if two performers have never met, they are still more than willing to go to battle together for the sake of entertainment. To further that, Improv City is a community within a community, with many performers and students working together on a regular basis. Improv City offers a variety of shows and classes to keep you entertained and on your toes. While every single show or class is new and unique, each one offers a memorable experience. At a Monday drop-in class, a wide array of people showed up to try their hand at performing.
I just love doing improv, gets me out of my comfort zone, prepares me for future career things. It's my safe space. It's the one place that I can be completely authentically myself, and I don't have to worry about anything else that's going on in my life.
I just kind of like the quick-witted environment of everything and how it kind of makes me feel stronger as a writer and a performer.
Some had experience, some had none, but everyone is welcome to come and give it their all. Shows take place 4 nights a week here, and they are guaranteed to be a great time.
I was here one time, like 3 weeks ago, and I did some random thing, and then I came back 2 weeks later, and one of the guys that was there the first time, he was like, "Oh yeah, you're the guy who did, this, and this." And so you kind of know people from that.
A large audience feels like a giant stadium concert, but even a small audience is a wildly entertaining experience, having the vibe of an intimate, energetic concert in a bar. Improv is for all sorts of people. You don't have to be an actor or want to be an actor. With improv, you throw caution to the wind and go with the scene. The only big rule, you can't say no.
Everyone should do improv. Everyone. And it should be taught in every single school as well, because it teaches amazing life skills like public speaking and how to listen and work together as a team and everything else. Literally, it's a life-changing thing and everyone should do it.
You can always just try out your chops, and there's no any wrong answer. You can just say the first thing that comes to your head, and that is always an okay answer.
The unique part of improv is that it's all done at once, keeps one on their toes, and forces the performer to keep going. The best part is, there's no real pressure. At Improv City, all sorts of performances are welcome upon the stage, and there's no wrong answers.
There's certainly always something fun brewing down there at Improv City, and it's so easy to watch or become part of it. For more information on how to do so, check out improvcityonline.com. Who knows? We might even find ourselves doing a scene together. Now, before we get to our next story, We have a couple of young guys here to share their talents with us. Sam Buscemi and Ryan Tarbutton are two aspiring musicians who met all the way back in high school, and the connection between the two was clear from the start. Today, they are here to play a cover of the song Listerine by Dayglow. We'd like to welcome them up to the stage. Guys?
But then I hesitate. What's the point of leaving if we can't even wait? She's thinking of what she could say. 15 days that it's been, finding out what you meant. Now we're dancing again, keeping time. She keeps my eyes away. What else is there to say? I knew that I wouldn't change. I thought that this was something different than before. Now we're changing shape inside your brain and starting to reform. Oh Lord, now I'm speaking words without thinking before. I knew that I wouldn't change. I wanted to do what I said that I'd do. Now I'm making things up and not thinking it through. So true, it was so legit, but it's nothing new. I knew that I wouldn't change, and now I don't know what to speak. Writing a verse is worse than you think. I'm spitting out the Listerine. 15 days that it's been, finding out what you meant. Now we're dancing again, keeping time. She keeps my eyes awake. What else is there to say? I knew that I would change. I thought that this was something different than before. Now we're changing shape inside your brain and starting to reform. Oh Lord, now I'm speaking words without thinking before. I knew that I would change. I wanted to do what I said that I'd do. Now I'm making things up and not thinking it through. So true, it was so legit, but it's nothing new. I knew that I would change.
Thank you so much to both Sam and Ryan. If you'd like to catch up on either of these two, you can check them both out on Instagram, as well as Ryan Tarbutton's work on Spotify. But stepping outside of music, let's dive into the active and competitive world of sports. Soccer is the #1 sport in the world, and with nearly 264 million people watching the Women's World Cup final in 2019, interest in the sport is as strong as it ever was. The U.S. women's team is ranked the best in the world by FIFA, and there are around 390,000 women playing at the high school level currently. Here at Saddleback College, the soccer team is composed of a group of players and coaches who know all about hard work, determination, and of course, winning.
Women's soccer has had a rise in popularity in the past decade, with more and more people picking up the sport than ever before. A small college located in Southern California is turning heads in how they have been beating their competition. Saddleback College has had a diverse sports program, and highlighting that it's a soccer team making strides in how they have come together after the COVID-19 pandemic. The team has been in an uphill battle with not only the opposition, but with one of the worst pandemics in our lifetime.
People do have to test if they're not vaccinated, so that kind of takes longer in the process to get to practice, go to games and stuff.
With the COVID-19 pandemic, the soccer team has had to adjust themselves to other factors as a result from the virus and their competitors.
There was a solid year where I wasn't playing soccer, so it took a while to come back to that. Teams cancel last minute because of COVID-related issues, so the list goes on. It's just more obstacles and more things we have to bypass.
With more on these obstacles is Coach McNichol, the head coach for the team, and how he has adjusted the team to this new dynamic.
So coming back from COVID, we've got 3 different groups of people. You got some that were with us all the way back in 2019. You've got freshmen that came in 2020 but never got to play. And then you've got true freshmen that just came in 2021. So mixing all of those kids together was our first challenge, and they've been great. We work a ton on team culture and team chemistry, even back in June, back in the summer, and every day and every week they get better and better and more of a family.
With focus on the relationships with the players, the dynamic has resulted in a boost morale, confidence, and a trust between fellow players.
You know, we're like a family. We all love each other. We're all there for each other, constantly working for each other and trying to get better.
The relationship with the players blossom into where it is can be a true test to the top-notch coaches the team has. With experienced personnel and young blood to allow for more conventional and new ideas for the team to try and utilize in this 2021 season.
We just press teams, we're very athletic, we got speed, and there's just no quit in them, no matter what. So right from the first whistle, we can usually put teams on the back foot, and so I just love the energy they bring every single game.
The result of the players and coaches working so well together has resulted in a season more aggressive than ever before. This energy has led the team on a historic milestone of not only being scored once yet in the season.
Our team has a big center around Mobcat mentality. So our new mascot has been chosen for us, which is the Bobcats, as you know. And for this season, we've been mobbing the defense, we've been mobbing the offense, we've just been mobbing every team that we've been coming in contact with. So with our team, it's just the level of intensity, the level of play doesn't stop for the entire game.
From this new style of play, the team is on a track to win the regional area and quickly move on to the state level to where they will compete with the best the state has to offer. Saddleback has had a history of growing amazing players, and the 2021 season seems not to be a difference. Coach McNichols tells us his hopes for the season, and that this year will be the best year to remember with all the hard work the players have put into the season.
Our goals are every single thing that's out there. So we want to win a conference championship, we want to compete for a state championship, and if you do that in California, you'll compete for a national championship.
1, 2, 3, Bobcats!
The soccer team unfortunately lost a very close game 1-0 against Cypress College in the third round of regionals at the end of November, bringing this miraculous season to a close. Rest assured, the team will regroup and be back with a vengeance next season. They certainly have the talent, determination, and the drive to pick up right where they are leaving off. Today, we learned that not only can everyone jump up on stage and give improv a go, but that everyone should give it a go. We heard Sam and Ryan share their talent and passion for music with us. And we saw what it takes to be a Bobcat, or Mobcat, here at Saddleback. Everyone profiled here certainly exemplifies what teamwork is all about. Once again, I'm your host, Jack Brubaker. Thank you to all our viewers for tuning in to South Coast Focus. Now please, take care, stay safe, and have a great night.
Haven't felt right in a week and I'm thinning out and it hurts bad. I gotta get back. Hot head and dreamless sleep, I could just slip down. Been on the wrong track. I gotta get back. Wanna spend the entire year just face down on my own time. I wanna waste mine. Spend the rest of it asking myself, is this who you are? And I don't know, it just feels gross. I don't think there's anything wrong. 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 Sunlight on the back of my arms, it just thins me out to a different time. I wanna waste mine.
Trembling from traumatizing, not terrors, flight from the fight, cause the fight ain't fair. Enter a lair where liars linger in their own made-up lingo. The rules are to rule and single you out. Gut rut got you in the brain drought. Same doubt that draped on your scalp, heart palpitating. The valve is stating too much pressure to measure. Escapism is the name of the game, so I chase pleasure. So I don't feel like a lesser being, even though I'm breathing, infinitely moving and all seeing. Why is money the only thing freeing for those around me? It's a profound thing. I guess I just don't know how to distinguish between confusion, losing your soul, and anguish. I need to be made happy. Pursuit of happiness got me trapped, G. Dug deep ditches, but I just don't know how the hell did I end up in this hole. Moles mold overs over my ideas. The passive answers made sense the easiest. Two claims taken what's sane, plain and simple. The definition was nimble. What's the point? Well, that's up to you. Sometimes the shutdown is just to continue. What's next? Don't be vexed with what's in you. First face the facts and act accordingly. Appreciate the agitation and avoid all admiration. Only if false pride picks itself up upon ya high. I'm so wrong that I could be right. And I need to remind myself to inhale, never fear to fail. I'm so glad I mastered the misery. Mishaps at heart don't get the best of me. I need to be made happy. The pursuit of happiness got me trapped, G. Breathe, release, cease to leave all your choices up to a belief. Go with the heart, be smart, artful in your patience. Remember this and you'll find the way to greatness. Don't miss her, don't blame yourself. Don't drown in sorrow, cause it's bad for your health. Be in love, not afraid. Even if you're shoved, shaken, kicked, and taken advantage. Happiness is the best revenge on the savages. And I don't care who was the baddest or who could kick asses, cause I've evolved past this. And you could call me foolish, but that's just my point of view, which brings me to the realization that all this worry is because I love me. Me equals we, infinity and beyond. And screw it, man. My soul will last after this song is done. And forever on, man. Forever on. Forever.
Hello everyone, and welcome to South Coast Focus and Mission Viejo. I'm your host, Hunter Brewer. In today's show, we'll be presenting a group of people with unique endeavors. We'll meet an inspiring young barber who doesn't let his age restrict him from showing his skills, followed by a rap performance from Rapzilla, an MC who shares his content through the internet. Finally, a group who started a digital magazine business inspired by psychedelic art and pop culture. According to probeauty.org, barbers are among the highest proportion of self-employed individuals, at 49%. This statistic has been shown to increase in recent years. But what is the main cause? Some logical explanations are the recent COVID pandemic, or the industry itself being fragmented and competitive. In this next story, a young barber shares with us how and why he started his own freelance business.
Eli Salcedo is a 20-year-old self-employed barber who started his freelance business when he was still in high school. It was at a very young age when he first became interested in the barbering industry.
I got interest when I was around 11. I didn't pick up the first clippers and got the courage to until I was 12. And I actually started on myself. I started doing freestyle designs, and I learned by looking at other barbers.
In high school, Eli would not just cut his own hair, but his friends' hair as well. As he gained more experience, he found it difficult to build a clientele because of his age. There were few options for him to continue pursuing his dream, so he did what he could to stay in the barbering industry.
I started off as a sweeper at the shop, so I started off as that one kid that you'd see sweeping hair. After haircuts, I was that one kid who would clean the station. If I was my own person as a client walking in and seeing, this kid was sweeping hair last week, how am I going to trust him to cut my hair,
He decided to start his own freelance business, doing house calls and setting up a studio in his own garage.
So while I was studying, I had to make some sort of income. So as a barber, I looked towards servicing the people at their homes. So I started doing house calls, something called house calls, whether I offer service and I come to you at your own comfort, in your chairs, whatever, and I come and cut your hair. And I started doing that, and I loved it.
It initially started with just his friends, but eventually spread to a wide client base. He would build relationships with his clients, working with people who appreciated him and his skills. People came to see that his age did not matter, and that his talent was enough to give him the haircut that they wanted. Unlike working in a barbershop with other barbers, Eli had the freedom to set his own schedule and work with clients to create a look that both parties could be proud of. In terms of starting a business, he says that those with perseverance will have nothing stopping them, which was the case with him. Even during the pandemic, Eli has been able to keep his business clean and consistent. His clients say that other barbers never cut their hair exactly how they like it. But when it comes to Eli, they say it's perfect each time they come in. When asked about the future, Eli says he plans on eventually moving out of the garage studio and into his own barbershop. But for now, Eli makes the most of what he has and continues to build on his experience.
I cut hair, and that's the first thing I want to get out of the way. This isn't a job for me. You make money, it's not necessarily a job. I cut hair for a passion. I love doing it. The thing that keeps me going is the interaction between the person.
From the beginning, Eli had a passion for cutting hair. He taught himself and practiced on himself just to get experience, and when it was time, he started his own business and gets to do what he loves each time he picks up the clippers. His story shows that if you have the talent and dedication, then there are no restrictions from showing it.
Can affect my business in the right way.
If you would like to pay Eli a visit or request a house call, you can contact him at 951-551-6841. Regardless of his restrictions, Eli has proven to be successful, even through unprecedented times. He plans to upgrade his studio and give a bigger clientele, so feel free to give him a call. Up next, we have a musical performance from an aspiring rapper who goes by the name Rapzilla. Rapzilla grew up showing interest in rap music. However, his family restricted him from listening to the genre because of his young age. This did not prevent Rapzilla from following his passion, and he decided to produce his own rap music, sharing his content through YouTube, Instagram, and Spotify. Rapzilla describes his music as therapy you can dance to. Without further ado, here's Rapzilla's performing an original he calls Beauty of the Lake. Come on up.
Feeling like a loose screw, holding on too tight. Sand seeps through hands no matter how hard you try to keep the memory alive. Little white rabbit of mine, I follow you deep into the mind. Too scared to love, but I love too much to be scared anymore. I had a touch of masturbation, the lion's dance, stores, roars. Match me, reflect your own lore, feel in love to the core. Her heart heavy on attack, with all my thought it lacked. Infatuated with the soul's windows, the best took me home. Like the go trip took a hold. You my muse, used abused, I felt through the ruse. Who's the victim? Blame stick sickens and bruises. Ease the tear, Oozing with booze and it, just choosing to put yourself in the situation. Quit complaining, complacency changes to unfair arrangements. Death and me have a date on 108th birthday on the pavement, but I'm not gonna ask to be safe, kid. I'm just gonna make it a plate in a shape, shift the lake with the stream, ocean opening. No, the voice won't hinder me. I'll invite it in, give it tea, please, as the wind licks my lungs. Seasons change, I must see true glow no more. Although it'll come, I won't run from the hunger. Emptiness is friendliness, loneliness disposes of phoniness. Quote me with a pinch of salt and pepper. Speaking to the deaf ear, I'm here for you. Eye to eye, hand to hand, heart to heart. How about we hug it out? No doubt, rummaging through the thinking tank got me trapped inside, so I busted open so I could finally laugh and cry. I kept asking why, oh why did you have to go bye-bye? But the answers never came and I couldn't compose a good line. So I said goodbye, goodbye, there's only love, no triumph. It's harder said than done, but I must keep moving through, making grooves that soothe. The pain teaches the brain, reaches towards an outer limit. I fell inside and found the edge of it with legible script. And so I wrote it here, so I could sort it out. And it made it sort of clear, the visions disappear, and everything's a mirror. A familiar lovely whisper in the wind tells me to listen and for once actually feel like I'm living again. Living again, living again, living again. Lost in my own little world, I forgot the world around me. Maybe getting lost in it all is the point, know what I mean. I'll snap it like that, the pen come back, knocking me off on my tracks. All the wise words feel like archaic artifacts. I wanna be numb, but I wear my heart on my sleeve, so where does that leave me at? Back where I started, it ain't like I never left. I try to find me, but I lost the self-respect. A small speck in this tall, dark, endless, worthless. What did I do to deserve this? The nerve split, and the hardship, heart ripped. Oh dang, here I am, just a little slip. And time, the space-time continuum, where mass shifts, the time sees fabric, entropy collapses the heart into shattered crap. And that's that, and all I can do now is laugh, because now it's all in the past. Here I am just trying to outlast, but I don't know how to do it, I can't even do the math. Here I am just trying to take a bath, but it seems that I'm just covered in the crap that I was full of. And here I am, you know, trying to get schooled up. And now, I just gotta say, the beauty lake is what you take while you walk away. The beauty lake is what you take while you walk away. The beauty lake is what you take while you walk away. The beauty lake is what you take while you walk away. The beauty lake is what you take while you walk away. The beauty lake is what you take while you walk away. The beauty lake is what you take while you walk away. The beauty lake is what you take while you walk away. The beauty lake is what you take while you walk away. The beauty lake is what you take while you walk away. The beauty lake is what you take while you walk away. The beauty lake is what you take while you walk away. Walk away, 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 walk away. This is dedicated to
If you would like to explore Rapzilla's content, you can find him on YouTube and Spotify. There you will find his best hits, such as The Defensive Offensive, The Let Go, a few freestyles, and of course, Beauty of the Lake. When asked about the future, Rapzilla says that he plans to become a rap superstar and even start his own record label. For now, he works with what he has and continues to express himself through his music. How have you been consuming your media? Reading the paper? Watching the news? Scrolling through endless articles online? What if you could skip the hassle of choosing and instead have access to various kinds of media in one place? Papadelic has started their own entertainment media platform where they provide different kinds of entertainment for aspiring young artists and entrepreneurs.
I'm the creative art director and head graphic designer here at Papadelic.
I'm Kevin Amasquita. I'm the founder and editor-in-chief at the moment.
I'm Joseph. I go by Joey.
He's our managing director, so he does a lot of skit writing and article writing too as well.
Kevin, Brian, and Joe started out as a YouTube page, The Tavern, where they did interview skits like Eric Andre. When COVID hit, they decided to branch out to other things, putting their interviews and skits as well as other formats of artwork into a newsletter. Inspired by Killjoy Media, a media outlet focused on Black culture and Black-owned businesses, the trio wanted to create their own movement, finding inspiration in pop culture and psychedelic art, hence the name Popadelic.
So eventually, after the pandemic was going on, we wanted to transfer it into something else because it felt like a time of renaissance and whatnot.
As an entertainment media company, Popadelic has been producing a wide variety of media, ranging from their newsletter, where they cover popular and underground culture, review technology, interview musicians and fashion icons, as well as covering world issues, to making music, psychedelic art, as well as making skits that lampoon popular culture and political events and people.
Alright guys, we gotta talk about Sleepy Joe, because Sleepy Joe is messing up our country, and we gotta take it back so that we can make great stuff again.
Their first ever TikTok post garnered nearly 60,000 views and 4,000 likes. What has the digital age offered for Popadelic? Well, it has allowed them to reach a wider audience with minimal overhead.
As of right now, I feel like what we're doing in a digital format, like blogging it instead, is more cost effective. So yeah, I feel like the digital age has really helped us at least see it as that, oh, we don't have to do an actual magazine. Instead, we could just put it on the internet, and it's more cost effective for us.
The time that we're living in is definitely a renaissance for not just California or Southern California, but for the world. Because after the pandemic is completely over, there's no such thing as normal anymore. Because from here on out, it's like the atom's been split. There's no more going back.
Any plans in the future for Popadelic? Not only are they branching out and placing a footnote on various creative avenues, as well as making homebrewed art, a term coined by the trio, they are also trying to become an underground cultural movement, instead of becoming another Rolling Stone or BuzzFeed. They also plan on creating more content to add to the name Popadelic, and hope to be an outlet for people who want to find their own creative voice.
Thank you to our sponsor, my mom, who works... Also, thank you to our sponsor, my mom, who works at Party City, Orange.
Thanks, Mrs. Parker.
Our goal is to eventually, create magazines and stories that people actually enjoy reading. And I think to go along with that is also creating artwork that kind of fits that.
Just having them have a voice, being able to go up to them and be like, hey, tell us your story. Here we are. Here we have a platform for you to be able to essentially take off.
That it should touch you in some kind of way that you feel that you can walk away from it and you've not just become, a better person or something like that or something profound, but that you've kind of found something where you can say, hey, I have a home somewhere here.
If you want to find out more about what Popadelic has to offer, check out their website, www.popadelicmedia.com, and start scrolling. Feel free to message them to submit something for a chance for your voice to be heard. Today, we presented to you some talented individuals who are just following their dreams. From an upcoming young barber starting his own business, an underground rapper, to a group of guys managing an entertainment media company inspired by pop culture and psychedelic art. Their unique yet inspirational stories show that perseverance and dedication trumps all the obstacles between you and your dreams. I'm your host, Hunter Brewer. Thank you for tuning into South Coast Focus. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Yo, listen to the fact. Every time you want to interact with the master plan, here I am just trying to help my fellow man. But then It seems that everything in this system makes you have the twisted vision. Here I am trying to get rid of the derision. You know how it is, you know how I be up in this thing. Everyone's trying to be a G up on the streets. They try to be flexing. You know how I am, just trying to deflect them. I just wanna bust a rhyme, kick a flow, kick it with my homies that you know. But so much sorrow in this world, so I'm gonna tell you my full plan is a little thorough. But sometimes I don't believe it, because you know in my life I had strife. Yo, my wife, she died. So this is why I say, when Santa's got you by the throat, don't lose hope, it's just a storm. Wait till the clouds are blown away, then you'll have a sunny day. When Santa's got you by the throat, don't lose hope, it's just a storm. Wait till the clouds are blown away, then you'll have a sunny day. When Santa's got you by the throat, don't lose hope, it's just a storm. Wait till the clouds are blown away, then you'll have another day. And then you can be something more than you will see, because it just ends up being the same old rhythm. Oh, yeah, you know the sorrow brings you down. Here I am just trying to be the one with the profound sound. And you know how I be. Here I am trying to dial it down. Oh dang, everyone wants to blow the brain because it's so sorrow, so sad. No, here I am just trying to fucking paddle. I said something that I shouldn't, but it's okay, cause I'm pushing on along this little stream so gently. You know how I be in this thing, so that's what I say. When Santa's got you by the throat, don't lose hope, it's just a storm. Wait till the clouds are blown away, then you'll have a sunny day. When Santa's by the throat, don't lose hope, it's just a storm. Wait till the clouds are blown away, then you'll have a sunny day. When Santa's got you by the throat, don't lose hope, it's just a storm. Wait till the clouds are blown away, then you'll have a sunny day. And it seems that so much decay, so much disarray. Here I am just trying to play a little game with the mind of the waves. You know how I be, so much craze. All the paradigms try to realign, but it seems everyone wants to hold, cause they're so scared. But then I'm here just trying to be bold. Yeah, you know I stroll along and I'm just trying to write this song, so hopefully you can be a happy person. But you know, sometimes it feels like you're cursed, and sometimes it can be a wicked while. Here I am just trying to be a nature child, and I don't know how to do it, but I bust a freestyle, and you know I dial it down. But sometimes I try to flip that frown upside down, but it seems that I'm just another human being in the turmoil, you know. And what a beautiful world, so fragile and fertile, but I'm just another plant in the soil. So that's why I say, when Santa's got you by the throat, don't lose hope, it's just a storm. Wait till the clouds are blown away, then you'll have a sunny day. When Santa's got you by the throat, don't lose hope, it's just a storm. Wait till the clouds are blown away, then you'll have a sunny day. When Santa's got you by the throat, don't lose hope, it's just a storm. Wait till the clouds are blown away, then you'll have a sunny day. Then you'll have a sunny day. 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 Hey, 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 hey.
strange force in your kiss, so all's divine and desire. With an ire of philosophy, burning scrolls in the naked heat. Oh, how coy is your little boy? No, 'cause I know you don't read that well. children sway, they feel the kitsch. Raise that glass to Soviet crimes and the war. And in shadows I write with tongues of old, fumes falling, smelling burn like always. Yes, always. Now here, 'cause I know I don't read that well, and I know only time will tell me I got buried here. No, it won't be long before I rise and I got buried here. No, it won't be long before I rise and song. Cause I know I don't read that well. Yeah, I got buried here. No, it won't be long before I rise and I got buried here. I know I got you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us on South Coast Focus here in Mission Viejo, California. I'm your host, Chris Avila. We have an incredible show for you today, as we'll be taking a look into 3 extraordinary and varied livelihoods throughout Orange County. We'll be invited to see how martial arts can impact our lives for the better. Our ears will be enthralled by the dulcet tones of a musical duo. And finally, we'll hear how the use of social media can make for great advertisements. Our first story of the night is about a sport of motion, both in body and mind. The sport is known as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, martial arts specializing in grappling and holding an opponent in place, with as little violence as possible. The art gained international prominence when Royce Gracie won the first UFC champion, that's Ultimate Fighting Championship, back in 1999. He also won the second and fourth one, against several larger opponents utilizing several more confrontational martial arts. Since then, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu has gone on to become a staple of MMA, with many practitioners citing it as the beginning of many friendships. This is just one of the goals of Coach Leonardo Rodarte, a trained practitioner of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We go now to see just what else he has to say and to teach us.
Martial arts is arguably one of the most dynamic and fascinating sports to watch. With no team to rely on, every action made by the martial artist can be the difference between victory and a loss. Whether it is boxing, Muay Thai, or even karate, achieving victory is totally up to the individual. And this is no less true than in the sport of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. While some competitors in the UFC can make it seem as though all martial arts are hyper-violent and make people dangerous, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is the antithesis. With such a violent stigma surrounding the sport, one can't help but feel intimidated when beginning to wonder if they should start taking Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes. Fortunately, in Coach Leo's case, his brothers were not only supportive, they were his direct inspiration to learn Jiu-Jitsu.
My name is Leonardo. I'm from Brazil. My hometown is Ribeirão Preto City, state of São Paulo. When I was 9 years old, I started to do judo because my brothers, they were judo practitioners. And then my brothers started to do jiu-jitsu. And I went together with them. And at the beginning, I was the youngest student in the room. The year was 1998, I think. And then my coach showed me the Royce Gracie at the first UFC. And it proved at that time, Jiu-Jitsu proved through Royce Gracie that was the most efficient martial art to self-defense.
For most young people, the word of their parents are law. Fortune would smile once again on Leo, as his parents also showed support. Jiu-Jitsu is all about grabs, holds, and throws. No punches or kicks. Since it is a non-violent approach to combat, students are shown the different holds and the intricacies of how they work. When they meet on the mats to put together everything they've learned, the entire match plays out like a game of chess. On the surface, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a great physical workout, but there's so much more to be gained from the sport. Most practitioners learn to carry a great sense of respect, not just for themselves, but for others around them.
Great thing with martial art bring to us as you have to get out of your comfort zone to get better, right? And then we'll see how great are the benefits of doing jiu-jitsu, of doing judo, or any kind of martial arts. It's not the way we see in movies. If you're strong, there will be always someone stronger than you. And even if you're weak, you're gonna be stronger than somebody else. It don't make you better or worse than anybody else. But you learn how to respect the human being. So martial arts, jiu-jitsu is great.
A communal sense of self-respect and self-confidence garners a welcoming space to nurture sound mental health. Truly, the benefits of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu cannot be spoken of enough. If you're thinking you should take a class, just go with the roll.
What an incredible display of martial arts prowess. And to think, this all started with one man traveling the world, creating an amalgamation of combat styles, displaying its effectiveness. If you find yourself interested in taking a class with Coach Leonardo, you can follow his Instagram at Martial Arts Garage and reach him at 949-516-1108. Music always has and always will carry with it an incredible sense of communication. It can be used not only for self-expression, but also to find those who share similar thoughts and feelings. Our next story is one of melody and harmony. We had the great pleasure of having both Sam Buscemi and Ryan Tarbutton, two of our very own students here at Saddleback, come in and play a song for us. I won't hold them back any more than they need to be, so here is Sam and Ryan with a cover of Acolyte by Slaughter Beach Dog.
She won't leave the table, she won't leave your mind. Gotta get out of Ohio, feeling short on time. I borrow your inheritance, dead stare at the bar. Put back one more, stumble under the stars. You could fly to Ireland, you know I'm good for the ticket. Try to smirk but you're smiling. She's a drink behind you, wander off to the stairs. $10 from the last game, suck smoke from the air. Man, it cuts like a dull knife when you're young and you're told. Makes sense when you're older, darling, let's get old. Ooh. my secret choir. Soak my scrapes and sleep tight. Sing my brave acolyte.
That was Sam and Ryan. You can find some of their talent on Spotify by searching for Ryan Tarbutton or looking for them separately on Instagram. And those would be at sam.vb and at ryan.tarbutton. Usually they play as a four-man band, but that doesn't seem to have hindered their abilities in the slightest. Now, I imagine someone performing on stage or perfecting their martial arts would work up quite an appetite. Luckily, the Port of Peri Peri in Fullerton has quite a fulfilling menu of Portuguese chicken and African spices. You might not have heard of it, seeing as how it doesn't use the usual advertisement style. Instead, it uses social media, and every social media page could use some management. Our final story for today comes from Carla Sands, a social media manager who can shine a little bit more light on how social media can help, maybe even save a business.
The world as we know it has changed in every aspect due to the COVID-19 virus, including the way we market our businesses. And today, we had the opportunity to speak with the social media manager of Port of Peri Peri in Fullerton, California, to see exactly what that entailed.
My name is Carla Sands, and I am the social media manager for Port of Peri Peri.
Businesses are now using social media as their main form of promotion and marketing. And today, we will be showing you how this restaurant took that exact approach.
My job is to create content. The main goal me and my partners have, other social media managers, is finding creative ways of promoting the business. Sometimes our goal is to have a specific demographic come to the restaurant and try it out, so we'll do a special poll.
These polls will include what their favorite menu items are, or as they like to call it, the battle of the menu. Every month, they also have a promotion for one free food item to college students to appeal to the younger audience.
Mostly it's just getting people to come to the business and seeing what other people are looking for.
Port of Peri Peri has a history with the city of Fullerton, having been open since 2006 and having seen the city's best and worst days. The restaurant has always been known for their amazing chicken with a long marination process. But no one knows about the struggles the restaurant has faced.
The main struggles that I face along with my other content creators I've worked with is catching people's attention. Again, I work with apps such as Facebook and Instagram. People are used to seeing stories, posts, comments, polls. So we want to make it different, make it unique.
Despite overcoming these struggles, there was a point where Port of Peri Peri had to temporarily close their doors. When they first reopened, the walls of this restaurant looked like a ghost town. It became the job of the social media manager to bring that excitement about the business back.
I truly believe this restaurant has potential, and one of the main things I want to accomplish is for people to understand and embrace the uniqueness this restaurant has.
The Port of Peri Peri franchise is so idiosyncratic because no two locations are the same. Each restaurant has separate owners, and instead of each location being a corporate carbon copy of each other, each owner puts their heart and soul into making their location distinctive in their own. Each restaurant also has their own marketing strategies, and the Fullerton location is currently shooting a TV show which will be aired on Amazon Prime in 2022. This which the social media manager is producing and running.
In regards to the segment, it's a very story-driven segment. And we really want to get some good insight.
As we've seen here, the social media manager is not only posting on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, but is also moving and shaking with a large network. Everything that we have seen today is only a fraction of the work that is done when managing social media. And as the world continues to switch over to social media marketing, this job is going to continue to grow and evolve.
That food looked absolutely delicious. If you're trying to find the nearest Port of Peri Peri to your location, stay tuned to their Instagram page, where you can easily stay up to date on their newest menu items, as well as maybe, offer a few. Today, I truly hope you had as much fun listening to these stories as I did bringing them to you. We here at South Coast Focus do our utmost to bring you the most exciting and uplifting stories from all around Orange County. Whether it's finding a physical workout to not only improve your physical health, but your mental and spiritual health as well, new musical act to listen to or connect with, we don't rest until you find the stories worthy of your time. I'm your host, Chris Avila for South Coast Focus. Stay safe. Have a good night.